Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Vesta 67's workshop, and welcome. Issue 49 of Build the Batmobile from the classic 1966 TV series Batman, from our wonderful mates over at Fanhome. Now, you want to grab this for yourself and build along with me, head over to this link here. There's a clickable version below in the description. Pop. That'll take you to the Fanhome website where you can take out and subscribe to this wonderful iconic Partwork. You won't be disappointed, folks. So let's have a scope through the mag that comes with it, and then we'll do a bit of assembly for you. Here we got the TV show, The Devil's Fingers. Happy days. Great Batman comic. Selina loses her heart. Batman Year by Year from 83. Seems like an eternity ago. Continuing there with a Batman Year by Year, but it's the artwork. I do love the artwork. This is the car parts we got: radiator support, filler bottom, overflow hoses, water outlets and all of that. And this is how it's going together. So we'll keep the magazine on the bench today, okay, so that we don't get lost with what we're doing. And then we're going to be mounting the radiator to the car itself. So you are going to need your chassis and all of that lot on the bench so that we can start fitting all of this, folks, okay? Which, when it comes to filming, is difficult, because it is quite difficult to get it all on the bench, folks. So that's what we're going to end up with today. Radiator mounted, all looking rather splendid. And then we can start then preparing for the top parts of the engine to go on and things like that. We'll put the magazine at the back, we'll bring our parts in, and we'll start assembling this for you. Right, we got our radiator from previous issue, folks, okay, so it's asking us for this support here, 49A, okay, that's what it's asking us for. And then we're going to be fitting that to the outside using 4 AP screws. So make sure you orientate your radiator correctly with the screws facing up and the raised outlet at the top right hand corner. And then this horseshoe is going to go like that and mount from the other side. And then you'll be sending screws through from this side to pop that in place. Okay. So that's what we're up to today. So let's grab that. Let's get some AP screws on the end of our screwdriver. The usual little bit of oil on every screw, folks. And we can start putting this together. So we're going to start at the top left, like so. And send that screw in. Not going to fully tighten it yet until we've got all 4 screws in, because that way, if it does move or be slightly off kilter, we're not going to put it under tension until we start tightening all 4 screws. Just a personal preference of mine. Just makes it easier to line everything up. So I'm going to go for the bottom one on this one, like so. A couple of turns. I'll then go for the bottom one on the other side. And then we'll finish with a top screw at the end. Let's put that in, just like so. And then bring that one in. And the oil on this just helps these screws go into plastic a little bit better. Just works for me. And it's surprising, a lot of people that are doing the Partworks now are using the oil, so it does work, folks. There you go, we can fully home them then, and then wipe the little squish of oil off as it comes out. Like that. And then work our way round. And then the final screw can tighten, just like so. Okay, so that's what we want. Just get rid of any excess with a pad, like so. And just put our oil back on there, stop it dripping on my bench. So that's what we've got there. We've got the radiator mount looking rather splendid there, ready to go. We just put that to one side, And then we can start bringing in 49B and 49C, which is your radiator cap. It's a semicircle on this, so it'll only go in this one way round, which is that way. So we can pop them together. And then this has got a pipe going on it, 49D, this little PVC pipe here. So let's unravel that, like so. And then we could start putting that on the end of there. And then this will go along the radiator and feed round the side. Okay, so that's on there. Press that in place. Like so. And then we can feed the pipe down the side of the rad. Just like that. It's going to come along there and it's going to go down there like that. What that's saying to me is an old trick that I learnt many moons ago with these rubber hoses, and I do this on my motorbikes. I use a florist's wire and I just feed it all the way through the hose like so, right up to where it joins what the part is. See? And if you look at the magazine, it's giving you a nice specific shape. Well, without that wire in there, that if I show you again, it kind of doesn't want to conform to anything. So I feed one of these through the tubes, and I do this with all my bikes as well. And then what you do is you go right up to the pin where it joins, and then once it's there, you can then bend this to conform to the shape of the radiator. Now look at that, that's gone straight to shape like that. And then we can cut this and lose that extra bit of wire. So I've got my god hand little mini nippers there, so that I can just pull a little bit of that out, and then we can send that where we want it, folks. Okay, like that. And then when I come to pin that, I can then just add that straight on there. Okay, like that. So that's that done. So we can put me nippers away for the moment and have a looky-loo at what we've got next. We've got the chassis to come up so that we could start putting these hoses in, folks. Okay. Right, let's figure this out then. So we've got 49H. Here's where it goes, just in there, folks. Okay. We then want to drop the radiator in the pins and then try and locate this in the radiator as it drops in. So it's a little bit of a fiddle, but it will suddenly just pop in place. Okay. 2AM screws to go in the front of there, folks. Okay. So let's try and get them in. Put that other screw in the front of there. That's that done. We've then got to push the water bypass upper tube onto there, like so, on the thermostat. And then that goes in the top of there. So let's put this thermostat in its correct place. So it's going over there, and then that pipe is coming round and going on there, like so. So let's try that. Get that firmly on. Get that thermostat cover on there. So let's press down on the bottom of the block, folks, like that. And then that will give us then the top hose that is going to come round at a jaunty angle coming from here, like that, then into the top fitting on the radiator. So that's now locked in place. So let's spin that round that way a minute, and then you'll be able to see what we're doing. So we want to cut that flush with that radiator. base. It's right down in there, folks. Like that. And that is now sitting exactly where it should be. And that's the beauty of putting the wires in there, folks. You can really sort them hoses out. So we'll keep that for a bit later. But that's giving me a nice, neat radiator hose now, which I'm happy about. So that's that done. And it's now telling me to bring that all the way up behind the alternator and feed it up round here. So let's get that all fed through and try and sort that all out. So we're going round the back of that and through there. So let's try and just have a bit of a surgical move round to some of these pipes. But send that all the way behind there. Like so. Let's move them. And then that is coming up and going round into the side of this carb. Right, so that's all the pipes done. So that's what you should have at the end of this issue, folks. Your radiator is in. All your pipes are run all the way up round to the carburetor there and in. Your thermostat, your top hoses are on, and you've also got your overflow pipe that comes down the radiator there and just feeds out the bottom there. I'm just going to put a little kink in it, because don't forget I've got florist wire in this, so that I can just move it away and send it down over the side of the chassis there. So there you go. So that's where we are today, folks. Okay. Don't forget, if you want to grab this for yourself, follow this link to the Fanhome website all the way along there. Pop. Also, to help me out, just click the little fastikins in the corner there and subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so that you get notified of future content. In the meantime, stay safe and well, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.